Think kind thoughts of the people who have been driving through the Colorado mountains today. I-70 has spent most of its day looking more like a parking lot, especially up around the Eisenhower-Johnson tunnels, thanks to the snow that's been falling there all day. The interstates had to have been closed intermittently between Loveland Pass and Silverthorne with safety concerns due to that weather.
Because of the heavy impact of the snow it's having in the mountains, we've called it a weather impact day. Despite the conditions, some people did have to travel. One traveler who's making his way from Glenwood to Denver to catch a flight tomorrow says he's seen many drivers that were bested by the slick roads.
I was actually planning on taking the bus today, and my friend happened to be driving, and so he took me over. Luckily, we saw the Mustang was stuck, spinning its tires up the hill, up not Vale past the one after that, and so we've definitely seen a lot of stuck cars and cars off the side of the road.
Well, we have team coverage, as you can see on this Weather Impact Day. Corey Reppenhagen live in Georgetown with more on the mountains and the impact there. But we start with Kathy Sabin with a look at our forecast. Kathy?
It's kind of like nowcasting because what we're seeing is beautiful heavy snow coming down in the mountains and foothills, and it's wonderful if you don't have to drive in it or if you're not going somewhere. Visibility really low in some areas, and Denver went from mostly sunny to mostly cloudy, but we've been staying in the 50s all day. We've cooled back to the mid-40s, and we've got a few hours before we see our rain and snow here. Snow's picking up in the mountains, all part of a plume of moisture that extends out into the Pacific, so this is a longer duration snow event for the mountains. We've already seen 6 to 12 inches up there. We could double those mounts in the next 24 hours. Winter storm warning continues for the Colorado high country for 1 to 2 feet of snow by Thursday morning. Denver is now included in a winter weather advisory that starts at 2 a.m. 2 to 4 in the city, but we could see a couple of quick bursts of snowfall, and that could certainly be impactful for driving around the city overnight tonight and tomorrow. The big story in the mountains and foothills, and that's where we have our Corey Reppenhagen. Hey, Corey, how is it out there?
Hey, Kathy. Yeah, you're right, man. The mountains are getting absolutely pounded with heavy snow, and they have been all throughout the day. So we have a bit of a different situation down here where I am. I'm in Georgetown. We have a little bit lighter snow. Relatively warm, temperature 31 degrees. As you can see, the main road behind me here is not even having any snow collect on it yet. And that's the same for the interstate out here in front of Georgetown, I-70. Just a little wet, no snow covering the interstate just yet, but it is a completely different story. Just up the road a bit here into Silver Plume, up to the Eisenhower-Johnson tunnels. Big time snow, big time slowdown. It's gridlock all the way. We have seen the interstate close several times today. If you're lucky enough to time it out where you can get through, it's going to take you 2 hours to get from Georgetown to Dillon, which is normally a 25-minute jaunt up the pass and down to the other side. So that's the major impact, and this storm has had that impact above 9,000 feet consistently. Now we'll start to watch in between 7,000 and 9,000 feet, places like the foothills, places like Georgetown on the way down. That's the next phase of this storm, 7,000 to 9,000 feet, Tom and Kim. That's where we will start to see the next impact going overnight into tomorrow morning. And then, of course, that includes Denver. Reporting live in Georgetown, I'm meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen for the 9 News Weather Impact Team.
All right, Corey's got our eyes out there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Corey.